When I'm targeting these midsummer bass, I'm looking, main lake points a lot, main lake humps, any of that structure that sticks out makes a nice point, and those places typically have hard bottom. Seems like a lot of our fish want to get on harder bottom this year, and the depth I'm looking for is all relative. This lake we happen to be on is a dirtier, shallower lake, so a lot of that rock that I'm looking for, everything I'm going to look for is going to be outside of the weed line. Now this lake, the weed's only growing about 6 feet, so a lot of that stuff I'm looking for is 8 to 10 feet, where other lakes are clearer, say the weed line's out in 15, 16 feet, I'm going to be looking in that 16 to 20 range. But if you notice here on the side scan, coming over this point, you can see how it's all soft bottom out here. You can see mud. And then right here, there's a hard line where the bottom turns hard. It's a lot of sand and gravel, and you can see a little bit of bigger rock mixed in there. But especially with largemouths versus smallies, you don't need like those giant boulders that I like keying in on smallmouths. Just a hard bottom stretch like this, outside of the weed line, on a point, is really the recipe for good summertime fishing. You can see there's a thicker patch of a little bit bigger rock, but a lot of this is just kind of gravel, smaller rock, but it's hard bottom. And that's really the key. The bluegills like getting out there, and with the bluegills come the bass. So I'm Seth Feider, and that's your Midwest Outdoors Tip of the Week.
Hey, I've got a tip for all you pan fishermen out there. You know you can just drop a minnow underneath a bobber and catch your share of nice sunfish, crappies, and bluegills. In the fall especially, putting your hand in a cold minnow bucket can be a little bit of a chore. Next time you're out, try some ultralight lures. A lot of manufacturers have them. I'm a big fan of the ultralights from Rapala. They're great ice fishing lures. You vertically jig them and you catch lots of fish through the ice. But you can also use them for panfish spring, summer, and fall, especially along deeper weed lines. You rig them on the same kind of tackle that you might for fishing with a slip bobber and a crappie minnow, but you just cast it out, rip it, and let it fall. Rip it and let it fall. Those bigger panfish especially will aggressively attack those ultralight lures, and you're going to put just as many fish in the boat. So next time you're out fishing for panfish, especially along deep weed lines and especially in the fall, try some ultralight lures. You'll put extra big panfish in the boat and have a lot of fun doing it. This is Cormier, and that's your Midwest Outdoors Tip.